Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to introduce you to the President of Oklahoma City University, Mr. Robert Henry.
My task is to welcome you today. You are welcome. You are very welcome. I'm so glad you're all here. It is great that we have the most fantastic athletic program that I know of in any college in the United States. If you don't believe me, I can introduce Coach Craybaugh to do his evangelical speech that is really worth hearing. And you may want to consider that. It's a program drags a little bit. Students, thank you for being here. It's important to honor these people that have gone before, that have set the example for you, and the remarkable coaches that are here, the mentorship that they provide. Oklahoma City University seeks to help our students rise to their greatest level, and our athletic programs are certainly a vital part of that. So you are most welcome at the university. I have several events going on today, so I'll be in and out, but I hope you enjoy the food, and I hope you take time to meet these remarkable honorees. Thank you.
I would like to introduce you to Mr. Jim Abbott, who is the Oklahoma City University Vice President for Athletics, and he has some comments that he needs to make at this time.
Thank you, Phil. Welcome to the OCU Athletic Hall of Fame Luncheon, always one of the favorite days of the year for me, where we recognize the very best of our student athletes and folks associated with our athletic department. Before we get to our introductions, there are a few Hall of Famers who have been inducted in the past who are here with us today. I'd like to ask those individuals if they would to stand at this time so that we might recognize them. If you're already in the OCU Hall of Fame, would you please stand? I do notice Coach McFadden over here in the corner, and he didn't take the time to stand, but he gave one of the memorable Hall of Fame speeches a few years ago. I asked Phil Wofford to stay up here with me. Phil Wofford has been associated with Oklahoma City University for 35 years. He's been the voice of our basketball games. You noted in his prayer, not only did he ask the Lord to bless our food, but also any help with today's games would be appreciated. But Phil, among other things, also watched every basketball game that Kesha Watson ever played at Oklahoma City University. He asked me if he might share a few comments, and I thought he would. Would you please join me in thanking Phil for his service and welcoming him to the podium?
I'm going to make this as brief as possible. Years ago, in Frederickson Fieldhouse, one day I came up and watched practice. And I was very close to Coach Linden, and he made a comment to me that I never forgot, and I guess I would like to add this to Kesha. He said in athletics there's three types of players. You have the athlete who has a role, they know their role, and they perform that role, whatever it is, for the best of the team. You have the stars. The stars come along. They, at any time, can absolutely amaze you with their personal God-given talents and gifts. And he said, then you have the great ones. At that time, we had two booking forwards, the name of Tommy Bolden and Luther Burks. Those two young men, if you don't remember this, we were 32-1 within that year. They both were in the top 5 in scoring in the nation. He said, but let me tell you what they do that's different. They do the little things that make the team a great team. I saw her dive on the floor. I saw her jump over chairs. I saw her do things that I guess you could say sometimes Star might be a little bit hesitant to do. I'm going to tell you one quick one and then it's done. One night we were playing the number 2 team in the nation. We were number 1. A ball got loose on the floor. She lay down on the floor with her wrists and fingers, flipped the ball up. One of our girls went by, grabbed it, went down, laid it up, fouled, made the free throw. That's 3. 3 ball times, came down the floor. She stole the ball, went down, dropped 3 straight threes. 1 minute and 8 seconds, she allowed 12 points to go to the board. That's the difference. That's why you're here.
In 4 years at Oklahoma City University, Kesha Watson team went to 4 national championship games, winning 2 of those. Our record during those 4 years was 143 wins and 7 losses. She was twice named as the National Player of the Year. Here to introduce Kesha is an OCU alum and quite a basketball player herself. Please welcome Rita Banks.
But I have so much to say and I'm a little time to do it. So, okay. So let me start by saying this. I get this text message, and the text message is from Kesha. You'll hear me refer to her as Tiki. That's my Tiki. And the text message says, "Reed, you busy?" I see it's from Tiki Watson. That's my name in my phone. She's been Tiki to me for 12 years now. However, I respond, no. Then the phone rings, Tiki Watson. She tells me the awesome news about today's induction, and I'm super happy for her. I'm really overjoyed. I'm like, an induction? I know she's very deserving of it, so, bear with me, because as I get through this, I'm starting to get a little anxious and a little nervous, because this is truly my girl. Then she says, I want you to speak. Without hesitation, I said yes. I was even more excited, so I put it out on Twitter. I'm not computer savvy with all of that, Twitter, Instagram. I put it on Twitter, she commented, I commented back. And so, as days would move forward, I get a call from Mr. Abbott. Mr. Abbott says, Rita, get up, speak, say a few words, Not necessarily about her game, because really it speaks for itself. So, I'm like, okay, my job is easy, so I can do this. But then after I got off the phone with Mr. Abbott, I started to feel the pressure. Because I'm like, wow, 12 years, how am I going to sum this all up in 3 minutes, 5 minutes? Oh, man. We didn't let this with text message. So my job is to introduce a phenomenal athlete today. Not speaking of her athletic accomplishments, as truthfully today, the numbers, the history, it all speaks for itself. I'm to introduce the honoree, a phenomenal Kesha Watson. I'm feeling the most honored right now, just sitting here. So before I mention these and hold you to wrong, I'll use one impactful word to describe the phenomenal athlete, the phenomenal sister, the phenomenal daughter, the phenomenal auntie. Y'all know she's trash. The phenomenal leader, the phenomenal teammate. Can you guys guess what word I can describe Kesha Watson with today? Phenomenal. Giving you phenomenal describes Kesha. P for passion. H is her being humble. E is the excitement that she's always bringing. And I would say she's fairly nice if you've gotten to know her. O, she's very optimistic. M, there's memories. I mean memories. Every moment she turns into a memory. E, excellent. And I would say never late, but that's not true. So, But A, always positive, L is for lucky. Takesha is someone that I perceive to be a jack of all trades. If you've ever met her outside of the gym, you would want to get to know her. You want to get to know her better, because when you see her at the gym, you already think you know her, you've seen her before. Not everybody that has crossed her path with her has been given that opportunity. So I'm fortunate to say that I have. By crossing her path, she has planted the seed of curiosity. You want to get to know her better. When will be the next time you see her? The curiosity of the bright eyes, the beautiful smile, and the comforting voice. She's truly a person you want on your team. And by now, I'm talking about the team of life. You know, the more I speak, and if I continue to describe her, it somehow shadows her on and off the court. It was back in 2002 that Takesha and I would join forces as a teammate, but as true friends. And for over the past 11 years, her character as a player has pushed her through every day's battle. As life comes her way, she's become a phenomenal young lady. I won't speak into depth of the 11 years, because again, we'll be here all day. But there are two incidents, or I wouldn't say incidents, there's two memories that I have with Takesha that I'd like to share with you. One I call living up to the expectations. I'm slightly older than Kesha, barely, but no one's counting. Okay? I remember one summer, Mama Marilyn brought her up to OCU, and they may have been coming from a summer league game. She was in her basketball attire. And this was over in what we call the hot box. That might be telling my age, but there was a gym before the Freedom Center that was the hot box, is what we called it. And so a couple of girls and I were sitting in there, and we seen Kesha, and me and Kesha made eye contact, and Kesha spoke to me, and I spoke back. And as she walked by, we continued with the conversation, and it was like, you know, one day she's gonna be awesome. You know, you always see Kesha, she's looking dedicated, she's focused. And we were like, you know, she's gonna be awesome. A few years later, I opened up the paper, and there's Takesha, Oklahoma City University. She's won a national championship. And I'm like, God, I knew this girl was gonna be awesome. So she definitely lived up to my expectations. So we expected her to be a winner, and that's what she's proven to be. The second memory I have is 2002 Nationals, and I call this knowing your role. And that's exactly what it was. This was a give and take, a boost of admiration, respect, and this went both ways for her and I both. We had 5 games to play, 7 days to get it done, the right way, a victory. During this challenge, Kesha and I connected on a level that would remain for a lifetime. We learned to give what's necessary to one another as friends, as people, as a teammate, good, bad, or indifferent. Which also meant we learned to take what was being given. We as a team poured out a national championship. It was a fortune. It was awesome. It was phenomenal. In addition, from us both walking away with jewelry, Kesha has more than I. Her adding to her collection, because she's just that awesome. We walked away with an understanding, a bond, a sisterhood. To avoid making it just about my experiences with Takesha, I think I can go on record to say she's not just a jack of all trades, a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend. She's now the phenomenal Oklahoma City University Women's Basketball Hall of Famer. My friend, my sister, Kesha Watson. First and foremost, I want to thank Rita for those words that she gave me. Also, I want to thank Oklahoma City University. It was a great honor to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's definitely a dream come true.
I would have never expected it, really. I forgot all about it, but Coach Jones, you know, she required it to be done for some reason. Also, I want to thank my family and friends that came here today with me. I want to thank the women's basketball team. They're in the back. They play Oklahoma Baptist today, so if you're free, come on out and support them. Also, I want to give a shout out to Lauren Gober. If she could stand, please. She recently broke my three-pointer record, and I just want to say congratulations on that. Sarah Kincannon, she was my roommate for 4 years. Me and her came in at the same time, and she was just like me. We never heard of OCU. Where was OCU? Never heard of it. Until Coach Jones came and became the head coach. She worked my nerves for many years. I don't know why she kept coming and calling and coming and calling, and eventually Mom was like, you need to make a decision. Either you're going with OCU, Oklahoma Christian, OSU, OU, pick one. And I cried and cried and cried because I didn't want to make that decision. So Mom was like, you have to do it today. Today is your day. So I called Coach Jones and I told her, look, I'll just become part of Oklahoma City University. And she was like, great, great, great. Come in to practice tomorrow. I'm like, what? I haven't signed yet. How can I practice yet? So we signed and I got to the first day of practice. You know, I was little, small, quick, came from Millwood High School, didn't know anything. First day of practice, Tawu. She's 6'5", big. She just big. Came through the lane, tried to shoot my little floater. Yeah, she knocked it all in half court. I said, Coach Jones, what do I need to do? Because I can't continue to get my shot blocked. So she sat me down and, you know, gave me the speech I needed. But it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be in this great Hall of Fame. It's an honor to be a part of Oklahoma City University. To the women's basketball team, I want to say that the name that you're representing on the front of your jersey, it represents a lot. A lot of people wish that they could be in your shoes. And every time you go out there, just give it your all because people are watching. And I wasn't a woman of many words in college, but I wanted to do it through the way I played, my excitement, my spirituality, everything. I just wanted the people to see that I may be quiet, but everything else speaks volumes. Thank you.